What's going on, everybody? All right, sorry about the sun. This actually may be good on the camera. I can't even see it. A big spider web right there. But I actually had to shoot this video again because when I looked at the first time I shot it, you could only see half my face because the sun is in a horrible spot. But I still want to make this video today. I have a question. There could be an issue with the new Toyota Tundra. I got a spider web all over me, stupid spiders. With the Toyota Tundra, as in not maybe with the truck. I know I've talked about turbos and stuff like that, but maybe not with the truck, but with the availability. So we already know that Toyota can't keep new Tundras on the lot already. You go to a Toyota lot, there is just no Tundras on the lot anywhere. So when the new 2022 comes out, there's going to be a huge demand for this truck that they already can't keep up with on the 21s that they've been making forever, because they've been making that truck since like 2007 or something, and they can't keep up on that. So when the 2022 comes out, this demand is going to be up here, and probably because of everything that's happened in the world in the last year and a half, the supply is going to be down here. So what I'm thinking could possibly happen, I'm not going to say this is going to happen, but I can see this happening, is dealer markup. Dealer markup may be very high on these trucks, and we see it over and over again with different companies. Like when the C8 Corvette came out this year, base price was like under $60,000. Most people probably paid somewhere around $80,000 for them, because you're probably not going to buy a base price vehicle. And then you see them for sale, even at dealers or through private sales markup, over $100,000, and people paying these prices just to get one because they're not available. Again, with like this Ford GT500s, same thing. You know, those cars were supposed to be like in the 80s. I seen them at 100,000 or more. People asking ridiculous prices, people paying ridiculous prices for these things, and people buying them. I mean, I just can't fathom that. Now, I love my truck. I love it. It's my favorite vehicle I've ever owned. I do not want to get rid of that truck. But to stay relevant on here, and I thought about keeping it and selling the other two vehicles, and just paying this truck off and then just buying a new one and having comparison, like side-by-side comparisons. I really thought about doing that. But I don't want two full-size trucks. Basically, essentially, not the same truck, but still two full-size trucks. I rarely drive this truck anyway, mainly because of gas mileage and stuff like that. So, but I would still like to have like a smaller car like the Civic or an SI 300 Lexus or something like that for good gas mileage, and it's just easier to get in and out of parking places around town. It's just easier to maneuver around, and I don't worry about door dings on stuff like that as much as I do my truck. So what I've come up with, my truck is already worth more than I paid for it. I think my truck books right now at like $50,000, which is ridiculous, or almost $50,000, which is ridiculous. And I've got tons of stuff done to that truck, so I really feel like I could probably get close to $50,000 on that truck, and I don't owe anywhere near $50,000 on that truck. So I've thought about selling my truck with anticipation of buying a new one. I like my truck, I think, right now, without seeing the new one in person, I like my truck better than the new ones. But when you're a YouTuber, sacrifices have to be made. If you want to stay relevant on here, you have to stay up with the times, and the times say the 2022 is going to be the new hotness, and you have to have the new hotness for people to watch your channel. So I will need to get that truck. Now, here's where it comes to dealer markup. What am I willing to pay when I go to the lot to buy this truck? Now, if I could find exactly what I wanted, I would probably be willing to pay close to MSRP for it, because you're just not going to be able to find them. But would I be willing to pay $5,000 or $10,000 above MSRP for dealer markup? No. I'm not even to stay relevant on here. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not willing to go that far upside down in a vehicle to be able to make videos on it, because you won't be able to get that out of it. I mean, by the time I get through making videos, and if I ever do decide to sell it down the road, the prices are going to come down, but that $10,000 that I was automatically, even if I paid cash for it, technically I'm still that $10,000 upside down. I don't owe that on the vehicle, but I still paid that for the vehicle, and you're never going to get that back out of it. So I urge you, if you go to the dealership and you see these kinds of markups, I mean, it's your money, and I'm not telling you what to do by no means. You make your money. It's your hard-earned money. If you want to spend $5,000 to $10,000 for dealer markup, by all means do so. I will not judge you by any means, because I get it. There's things I want now that I'm willing to pay a little more for, and I might be able to pay a little bit above MSRP, but $5,000 or $10,000 or even more, I just could not see doing that, in my opinion. And I'm not a professional. This is just personal opinion. So I would like to know what you think in the comment section below. What do you think the dealer markup on a new 2022 Toyota Tundra is going to be? We know there's going to be some kind of markup with the chip shortage and, you know, all the stuff that's brought on us over the past year. You can't get 2021s now, and they've been making 2021s basically since 2007. And they can't keep up on them now because of chip shortages and part shortages. So that tells me when the 2022 come out, they're really going to be short of them, because there's new tooling processes that need to be done at suppliers. There's new wiring harnesses, parts. There's new everything that needs to come in for this vehicle. And to think that suppliers are going to be able to keep up with new parts when they can't keep up with the old ones is just not going to happen. So let me know, what do you think that the markup on the 2022 Toyota Tundra is going to be when it first comes out? Do you think it'll be $5,000, $10,000, $15,000? Will people be paying $20,000 more than what these trucks are, you know, MSRP'd? I hope not. I hope they don't do that, but Toyotas are already priced pretty high. This is the first Toyota I've ever been able to buy from a Toyota dealer. I've tried to buy several. I just never could work out a deal with them, because they just wouldn't come down on their vehicles. So they already demand a premium. They hold their value well. I just don't know what that markup is going to be, and that is a little scary when I think I have my favorite vehicle I've ever owned sitting right in front of me right there, and I don't really want to get rid of it. But if I sell it, how long will I have to wait before I buy a new one and not have to pay that huge markup? And the only reason I'd be selling it is for YouTube. So if I sell it and I find one that has this huge markup and I'm not willing to buy it, then I've sold mine for nothing. I'm late to the game, and I'm late to videos, and you all have watched videos from somebody else. So I don't know. But let me know in the comments section what you think. What do you think the markup will be? I'm sure it's going to be pretty high, or some dealerships will try to make it pretty high. Hopefully the ones around here don't, but you just never know. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.